In this video, we'll learn how to color an apple. Very simple, short apple. But the main thing we're going to learn is how to layer colors. So I'm just drawing when you draw any still life or any objects and you're trying to do a realistic, then try to keep the drawing simple, non-detailed and light. Once you are ready, then start with the colors. I'm applying yellow for the basic layer, for the first layer. No specific yellow, whatever the yellow you have, go ahead with this. Lemon yellow, chrome yellow, ochre, that's the standard. Those are the colors which is readily available. So you have to choose one and go ahead with it. And then I'm going to add a little bit of light green. Okay. Now we're not trying to do an apple of we're not trying to do a green apple. We are definitely going to do a red apple, but there is always a little bit of a green here and there, a little bit of a yellow here and there, even though it's an absolute red apple. But anyway, that's debatable probably. But we are going to do a standard red apple, a tinge of orange, yellow and slight green here and there. Okay, as you can see, the layers are building up, and then we're trying to put the reds over here, a little bit of orange, that's kind of a middle tone if you think from a tonal value perspective. Adding a little more yellow again, so all the light areas will look yellowish. You might be thinking, why is it called layering colors? Is it really required? If it is red, just apply red and we are done, isn't it? But no. If you apply a little color which is going to work as a background, it will give you more depth. Imagine a simple color on a white paper. As you already know, when you color, you get gaps, isn't it? So the gaps will actually look whitish. So you have red, but because of white, you might get an illusion of pinkish red. But if you have yellow in the background and then you apply the red on top, you'll have an orangish red or a warmer red. That's the whole idea. So you can make the permutation and combination as per that. Think of the colors to have a background color. So I'm using orange, which is the base, and the yellow, which is for the light, and the red is going to be the final color, but we are building the colors from yellow to red. It's a little tricky, but this is something everybody should know. Really important. Well, I really don't know if it is a universal method or not, but I have found out that this really helps. So give it a go, there's nothing wrong with it. Now establishing the main red color. Whatever you have, you can use dark red or crimson red or dark vermilion red. That's the main red that you have to use. And then you can build with darks and a little more highlights with eraser. And we are all good to go. Fantastic apple right there. Simple apple. Not going to do, not getting into hyper realism. No. No hyperrealism exactly. Trying to do a little bit of cross hatching, and see, the main idea here is to uh, not to fall into any boundaries of how to color. Should I go left? Should I go right? No, you don't have to worry about it. But the best way is to go as per the shape. That's definitely not a rule. So explore, understand how to layer. That is it. And while you do, you should try to have fun. Rose madder. Or if you have a dark brown, or you can also use black. Just in case if you do not have anything, go for black. But if it is black, you have to start coloring very lightly. You don't have to put any pressure on the pencil head. But if it is rose madder, you can just color. That's a little bit of a shadow of the stem. Not following it exactly, but a little bit. Bottom areas, they have quite a bit of dark going on, so just have to establish those things. Nice and easy. Take your time to do, no rush. Okay. Now I'm picking up the light red, basically. That's vermilion red. That will give a little bit of orangish tinge to the object. There we go. Now I'm trying to keep the apple between the light orange and dark red. So mainly main red. I'm not making it very dark. I'm not making it very light. Now I'm using yellow just to top the apple a little more with warmth. Now let's just do a little bit of shadows, some dark areas, maybe some textures. You might not be able to see the dots I'm trying to do, but you can try exploring them while you do it. So let me just quickly write it for you. What are the things you require to achieve this result? Light colors to dark colors, that is something you should follow. Second, you have to learn blending, so use your blending techniques. Third, you have to understand the light colors. You can actually use the light colors back again just to give them a little more warmth or cool nature and fill the gaps. And finally, you can just come back to the darks if you really have to and finish it to the highlights, and then actually done. So highlights. Actually, let me just think about the highlights also. Meantime, I'll just try to give a little bit of depth to the apple. Brilliant. I like it. So I'm not doing the shadow too much, but that's where the shadow should be. Now let's work on the highlights a little bit. Take an eraser and just work around the corners, extreme areas where the light might strike and it will have shines here and there. There we go, a little bit of bright connection there. And then I'll just take color and lightly fill it. There we go. Quite happy with this. Now, what I can say is go ahead and practice. I'll see you in the next video.